Hello everybody, it's Carl Hein again. Very quickly, it's the 27th of March 2020. It's 3:40 in the afternoon. This is an update on our MITCH feed testing, like I promised you guys. The world is still crazy. Okay, so since yesterday, and you should watch that video if you haven't, because I'm not going to go through all the Foundry stuff again. We've implemented gzip. You can see that I've got the 3 markets open. I've got 1 test client per market running. Dean is running some on his side. Compression has been enabled, and the Redis cache has been implemented on Linux. So this architecture as it stands now is fairly mature. The only thing that's missing is for the OData endpoints to be removed off the server onto an application cluster. That will happen next week sometime. We've requested those VMs. The bottom line here is, if you look at any of these markets, over my VPN, this test software is hitting our MITCH gateway. And you can see the latency figure here is roughly around 100 milliseconds, which is incredible. I'm not getting any errors. There's some throttling, which means that we are able to query more than 3 times a second, and we're actually keeping up to the market. So currently our page size is 3,000 objects or 3,000 messages. And what this last count means, which I couldn't explain properly yesterday, as it's hitting the market, if it had more than 3,000 messages to give us because we are behind, we would be, and you saw that very briefly there, we would be getting 3,000 at a time. As it stands, you can see the numbers, 144, 191, 1462, 655. Basically, this is a reflection of the market as we speak, right? So we are actually keeping up to it in real time to about conservatively 100 milliseconds latency. Decoded, in sequence, no errors. Also, the compression has helped a lot. If I show you my task manager today, which I've got here, where's the network stuff? So today I'm pulling in the order of 1 megabit per second there, less than 1 megabit, 500 kilobits. It was orders of magnitude higher, so the compression is making a big difference, as it would, and the Redis cache is just awesome. If I show you this picture of what's happening on this Linux box, and please be forgiving as we are not Linux people, but this is essentially a picture of the stats on the Linux box about 5 minutes before I started this video. It's fairly consistent. There's the Redis servers in the box, and you can see it's running on 8% CPU and 25% memory on a moderately spec box. I actually don't know what the specs are, but they're not ridiculous. I think it's 16 gig. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is, a 16 gig box. It's using 25% of that, and it's happy. So this Redis server is getting updated in real time, and we are querying it from the OData endpoint via Data Foundry. And I'm going to just slowly show you the specs on it here. So you can see the CPU is idling. It's very efficient, and the memory is idling, and the memory is consistent. So we are keeping the whole day's messaging in memory, and that's how we are achieving what you are seeing in front of you here. Again, the latency is around 100. You can see the duration here. You can see we're keeping up because our last count is less than 3,000, right? This would give me 3,000 objects if I'm behind. So if I restart this thing to start from this morning at 9 o'clock, it would get 3,000 messages here the whole time. So this is maybe the most intuitive way to understand how far you are behind. On this last call, you only received 244 because there's nothing new on the market. This is just awesome. Yeah, I think that's 4 minutes, 20 seconds. I think that's what I wanted to communicate. So compression is working, Redis is working. Dean, you should stop working right now, my friend. We'll chat later. Cheers, everybody. Keep safe. Bye.